Since we don't really need to worry about resonance at this stage, it should actually be pretty okay. Maybe I shouldn't have used that evolve. That might have been a bad idea. Especially since these aren't going to trigger. But it does stick them to the board, which is okay. Especially if I throw out a second Spinaria.
Gravitational control initiate.
I just need a way to blood my hand again.
Gravitational control at full
What I
power.
need. Alright, that's okay. Yep. So we can ping for 3 this turn pretty easily. Now we got actually full board clear. Perfect.
Awaken.
Awesome. Nice little boop sound every time it pings them. Yep, everything looks stable. Game's running well. Game's not lagging out anymore, so I think I fixed the settings. All good. Turn is looking okay. I mean, they're going to ping for 3. Pretty solid. I can't quite get rid of that. No, I can if I trade, I guess.
Leave my sight.
Icarus puts ancient artifacts. I don't know whether I want to load into those yet. Thinking maybe the Iron Guard's what I want in this deck at the moment. I can just use these to ping. Oh, did I miscalculate my ping? I must have, yeah. That was at 5, wasn't it? Yeah, 1 off. It's alright. Got enough on this board. I've got Excel. All I need to do is be able to draw enough artifacts that I can take advantage of this. Then I'll be okay. Not too bad at all. We'll be streaming for a while, so hopefully we get some guys in here soon. Would be nice. Actually, that's it. I didn't fix my thingy, did I? Change this title. Might help people. Also helps if I... Alrighty, there we go. Fixed it. Awesome. Alright, we do have the Baha, which is a great draw. Accelerium isn't going to be good enough unless I trade in 2 of these anyway. I can actually ping for 3 off this board right now, so that's actually pretty alright. I am a little bit worried, just because I don't know how I'm going to handle the rest of this turn, but get that in my hand. Don't really want to trade this. I can actually trade this, can I? Put an artifact, yeah, if it's my... What I'll do is I'll trade that one. Throw out the Acceleratium. Throw out an Analyzing. Okay, that's good. Could just ping this off, or I can use substitute of it. Put a puppet in my hand. That way I can keep these on board as well. I think it's time to put Icarus on the board.
You might say I'm a genius.
We're doing okay. Just gotta be very careful. If we're not careful, we could trouble. Also, it looks like hopefully the maintenance is completely over, judging by tweet from Okay, nature and artifact. I can deal with that pretty quickly. Especially if I just throw this puppet into it, or I can throw the analyzing if I want to. Radiant. They're going to use that as a trade, because if they do, that'd be really interesting. Oh no, they got the PP gain, so they've actually got double where I haven't got any of that, which sucks. They're actually going to get really good value here. Then I'll finally get my own Desex. Alrighty, that's going to be actually worth playing. It's looking pretty good, honestly. Oh, I just wiped the board with Bahamut. No, because they got a full hand off that, so that's going to be really risky if I just wipe the board. If I can play that, fine. Use my analyzing, gain double. Get rid of that one. Hope for an alright draw. Not really good enough, honestly. Back into my deck, put resonance. Means I'm going to lose this entire hand. Actually, that was a really bad idea. Meh. Misplays. Very easy to do. Very, very easy to do here. Full new hand though. Be able to work with that. I'm in a bit of trouble. Yeah, of course. Their own Bahamut. I honestly should have expected that. If I hadn't have misplayed, I wouldn't have had to worry about that Bahamut because I could have easily countered with my own. I wouldn't have been in this situation. Which now I actually think I am screwed because I don't have any way to do anything decent here. That was play, honestly. That trade isn't going to do anything. Those draws are worth. Okay. That was a bad game, honestly. I hadn't have misplayed my resonance and I had have actually set up so that I could keep the Bahamut. I could have literally just dropped my own Bahamut onto his board and then played from there. With little to no issue. Most of these portal decks are only running a single Bahamut, so if I counted his Bahamut with my own, wouldn't have had that issue at all, honestly. What do we got up next? Okay. Albert. Sweet little Albert. That's actually the first loss I've had with this deck in about 5 games. That's pretty impressive. Bad draws. The Excel's good, the Hamlin's good. I don't have anything that I can use Hamlin on, which makes this a little worse. And drawing both 5-drops here, definitely the worst thing you can do playing Portal. And you don't want to play Excellium in turn 1 because you're not going to get any decent value out of it. Really want to save that for a decent combo turn. Now it's absolutely worthless to do this. Well, this is what you call the first brick for Portal, at least for me anyway. Bricking my first hand. Must say, doesn't feel good to brick that first hand. Gives me something in the deck, I guess. Does take me out of resonance next turn. Might be okay. Can use Hamlin on that, but I don't think it's going to be worthwhile. I'm also not going to be able to get rid of these, which against Sword is really bad. Ugh, what a terrible hand this is. Icarus, I suppose that's a little better, but it's definitely not the best. Guess I can start throwing stuff onto the board now. Like, those ancient artifacts are okay, but much better when you're just flooding analyzing and you can actually control your resonance completely to the point where you don't have to worry. It's difficult because it's a huge risk to play out your resonance.
There are no wolves, are there? It's not enough yet.
Jeez.
Think you fooled me? Youch! It totally burns!
The march goes on.
Alrighty, what are we gonna throw out? Throw out the... Throw that out, but it's gonna be weak. Going into this turn in general is actually... Oh, great. Gonna be weak. Of course, everything has to lock up, like, right there. Really odd lock up. Don't know what happened there. So, substitution removes one. Puppet doesn't manage to remove another though anyway. But I don't think I've got a choice.
You might say I'm a genius.
Begin.
Need to get rid of some of these.
Eureka! Yeah!
And unfortunately I can't use the analyzing artifact yet. Next turn it's going to be half decent, but this turn it's just no good. If I can draw into another analyzing artifact, not analyze, sorry, ancient artifact, even analyzing actually would be half decent. Take advantage of that.
My wings are killing
So that's definitely going to go face.
Youch! It totally burns!
Best case, I clear this board out. Fortunately, that isn't going to be best case. Get rid of most of it, which is, well, maybe not even most of it. Get rid of that. Puppet.
Finally a break!
Won't quite die to Albert. Good.
Set to its counter. Sleep.
Will die to Juliet.
To bear the burden of this
Would be a
legacy,
problem.
measure.
Hey! That hurts!
Let's just see what happens, I guess.
My boss works us to the bone! I've got a real bargain for ya!
This will decide things.
Alright, are they going to use that as a trade, or are they just going face with it? Going face, so they probably have Albert, judging by that play. Okay, let's deal with this. Perfect. Analyzing artifact, probably the best draw I could have asked for here. No point using Spinaria's ability yet. Not until I know how I want to handle the rest of this turn. Suppose I can just start throwing the analyzing artifact. I don't actually need that here.
Finally a break!
Not actually going to lose any points for this. Fortunately, there's no healing. I really need some, like, even just a little healing in this deck or something. Really tempted just to use this straight out, play it, use it to trade, keep the 6-3. I think that's the only chance I've got of actually surviving. But I reckon they do have Albert, which actually without an evolve won't quite kill me on its own, so that could be good. A little bit of a risk, but what other choice do I have here? Wow, okay, I completely blanked on Arthur play. That was really not a good idea. But no storm, so that's a bonus. Don't have any artifacts though. Take advantage of here, so where do I start? I start with this soldier. Pull one of my artifacts. Play my ancient, regain the play point, trade into the 1-3. Get to play Spinaria. If I can trade into these two, I can remove that with Spin's effect, which is going to be really good.
Interfere.
So all I need to do is get rid of these.
Someone help! Let's see how you measure.
So far away.
Oh wait, I forgot to... I need to actually clear one of these. I didn't realize I didn't have quite enough stats. Now it's no point playing Spin because I'm not going to get the ping off it.
Entirety set right. Not
Slightly
set to its counter.
Slightly worse player. And that gave me nothing because we don't actually have any artifacts left in our deck. So Deus Ex Machina is probably going to be the better play if I can actually get this to trigger right. Oh, that's okay. It's only a +1. They need to clear this. That's good. It's off the board. That's off. Great. Can't really use trade there. That would be. Deus Ex works, but it's not going to really give me anything here just because we don't have Resonance active. No point using this thing yet because I just have no use for it. The only decent option would be to throw the Spin out. Maybe even throw the ham just because I can.
Awaken.
Don't interfere.
Of course, I've got to get rid of that. Got to remove that.
It backfired.
Someone help!
Throw this out for board presence.
On a musical journey.
Next turn we can push another 5 damage on top of our board, which will be just enough if they don't clear anything here.
I am thunderous fury.
Of course, Albert. And on turn 9, that's double damage. So their top deck, their only bloody answer to me, Albert. Gotta be joking. That's so unlucky. I would have had that game too. Don't think there was actually any playing around Albert anyway. No matter what I'd played there, I don't think I could have avoided it. Kind of disappointing. I would have liked to have seen it go all the way, but that one little match up there. Okay, next up,
I bring unto you serenity.
Portal on Portal.
Activate. Enhance. Fire.
Okay, spin. Probably gonna drop that this turn. I'm gonna keep those because pumping up artifacts into my hand is really. Iron Forge, not the best thing to draw now. I would much prefer to draw that in a little bit of the later game where I actually need to push those. That's a perfect draw though, being able to put one into my deck this early while at the same time drawing an extra card. Especially since that substitution is going to fit perfectly into turn 3. So I think I can just... and Spinaria actually coming in handy now that I've got a good curve going. Ideal curve is to have a 1-drop that isn't acceleration, push out this 2-1, then hopefully have something like substitution on turn 3, then throw out double Majesty Alliance on turn 4. Then you can quite easily just push from there. Especially since this thing gives you a puppet, which comes in very handy sometimes for just getting that 1 extra damage you need against some of your opponents. Plus they banish themselves in the next turn, so even if you don't get that damage off, or you're just clearing a 0 follower, they remove themselves pretty effectively. Okay, so turn 4, probably going to throw double analyzing into my deck. Yep, especially now that I've drawn an extra one. Now I just got to decide, do I want to use this puppet here? And I think I do, because I don't really want this ward getting any bigger. A bigger ward would be a long-term problem for me. But why not deal with it now? I mean, it's not going to hurt to deal with it now. Echoing Swordsman? Okay. Fair play.
I'm a genius.
Coming at you.
Yep, they get the first evolve, so they got a little bit of a swing on me. Turn 5's a little weak. Oh, actually it's not too bad, I guess.
Can you keep me company?
I was thinking it might be a little weak, but this is actually going to be fine. The evolve.
Awaken.
Can easily trade that. Take advantage of spin itself.
I just want to be happy. Leave my sight.
The engine's busted.
That way this thing can stick on board. They kill it, I draw a card, which could be the difference between getting what I need and not getting what I need here. Plus, next turn I can just throw a Lion and an Iron Forged at the same time onto the board.
Not set to
So why not?
Now the fight begins.
They're going to throw their own stuff.
There's a burden
Okay.
in this world.
Time they get set up, we should be able to drop a Bahamut, which will be fine. As long as I can set up my own stuff here. Dezex, too good to pass that up.
Machine shall lead your fate.
Depending on whether leaving that on board is the option I want to take here. Whether I just remove it outright. Well, we're not in resonance. If I trade this in, we do go into resonance. Means discarding this entire hand, so staying out of resonance is going to be the better option right now. But I do want to remove this 6-2 because I don't want to take any major unnecessary damage this early in the game. Plus, if I proc this next turn, I can avoid resonance next turn too if I want to. which could be quite a good thing. I don't really want to lose this hand yet. Not when I got Baha in it. But getting out the Desex is very important for the later game. So getting it out early is going to be pretty good. As long as you don't risk decking yourself out and you can control your resonance, you don't really need to worry about it. Of course, her own spin, so she should probably just end the turn. Unless she uses the 2-5 to trade here. Oh no, double analyze, so okay. So using both those, she can ping them. That's fair. I get to stay out of resonance next turn. Which is okay. Cat Cannon's going to be basically useless. They do need to remove... I don't think that actually moved. Just that one. Probably just throw the eye. Put a couple of Radiants in the deck. So I can pull those off soon. I mean, next turn, if I don't draw into something that can change my resonance, then it's going to be a little difficult. I could have changed into resonance then, but I think I want to save for the Baha. So I really need to get a card that I can change out of resonance with. So if I'm in resonance, I need to draw one.
Do you know my master? You might say I'm a genius. Master.
You're through.
I just want to be happy.
Okay, that's fair. Gonna take a little bit of damage these next couple turns because I can't actually deal with these very effectively. And now I'm screwed. Great. The only time you really don't want Baha in your hand this early. I can just trade these off somehow. Can't play both of these, which leaves me at a bit of a disadvantage. If I could play both, no, that wouldn't work anyway. Maybe just fill my deck. I know I'm going to stay in resonance, so if I can just throw more things into my deck, less chance of decking out the next turn. And now that we've got some artifacts, I should be able to use those to my advantage. Hope I'm not getting in too much trouble here. 4, 8, 9. So they would need... somehow get 6 storm damage, which I don't think is actually possible. I can think of a way to get 5 using the new neutral, but they're not probably going to be running that. That's not really any issue to me. They are going to get some good trades. Especially since that can ping, making my life more difficult. And of course 4 damage from that. Wow. Okay. That's okay. I'm really in trouble now. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I can't get rid of any of this really. Not easily anyway. Nothing has rush because I haven't managed to get what I actually need to deal with that. If I had accelerate, I could have actually dealt with everything. I could have easily played a couple things, thrown out a couple artifacts, set myself up, been okay. But in this situation, I'm screwed. If I remove that, throw out the Radiant, which is gonna screw me anyway. Throw out double of these for free. But that's not going to really do anything. Still going to be dead. All I could really do was flood the board. Remain in resonance. Discard these, draw a new hand, and hope that I would be able to deal with it next turn. But even then, it's too big of a risk. I might need to try and add 1 AoE in this deck. Just to deal with other portals. They just happened to stick their scenario a bit better than I did. Unfortunate. Plus, this is always how streaming goes, you know? You come on a stream and you do shit. You play on your own, you do quite well. Alrighty. Let's... try and debate on what I actually really want to run a bit more of. Like, these Ironforged fighters do a good job at getting what you need, but they are a little bit of a pain. Icarus is the same sort of way. Getting these ancient artifacts is okay, but them the way you need to. Otherwise, you're running difficult on space here. I mean, I could drop all the Iron Forges or Forge Fighters for some form of AoE. Don't know what kind of AoE, but something. Take a quick. Portal itself, I think, only has one AoE card, and that would be legendary. This one's actually could work as well. Randomly destroy an allied artifact followed damage equal. Could be good. Right. Yeah, this one. The 8 drops 6/6. So whether I decide to craft one of these up and then drop maybe one spin aria or something from the deck so I can run one of these. Don't think it's going to be worthwhile because it's only enemy followers. If it hit base, it might actually have some value. Plus, I'm not relying on them in total. I do like the Amethyst Giant, but not very strong. Because, heck, the conditional stuff's a little bit tricky. The 1 damage to all enemy followers isn't enough. I need to deal at least 2 minimum. Don't think there's any other way to do that with these followers. Resonance active for you, remove all effects. I see, I don't like that. I wish it was Resonance Evolve. I think that would be much. Okay, let's see what neutral. What's neutral got left? When we follow the attack last turn, that's fine, but Fall from Grace, I don't know. I think I'd rather run Fall from Grace, honestly. Treasure map, not that useful. Explosion is a bloody 7 drop, and it'll hit everything, so hitting your own board kind of sucks. Other than that, I think that's actually it. Wow. Okay. Don't think there's any other AoE at all for neutrals. I mean, you've got Grim, but Grim's not going to be very good unless you make it to turn 10, which if you've made it to turn 10 with the deck, you've pretty much won already. And Grim in the early game could be fairly difficult to deal with. Plus, you may as well actually just run Bahamut then, if you're going to run that instead. I mean, Hell deals 2 damage to a random enemy follower 2 times, but that requires 7. That's probably still too late for that kind of cost. May as well nearly run Explosion. Guarantee 3 to everything. I think the only option would be to run another Bahamut. Maybe drop one of the synthetic beasts down to 2. Run double Baha so that you have that more likely. That way if I come up against another portal deck, I can with it. Also need to play Burst. Might try that. Just because I need to get those missions done, so if I can finish some of those at the same time, I'm quite happy.
You're looking for a fight.
Bear the past, but seize the future.
Magic Illusionist is good, don't have anything to go with it. That's kind of unfortunate. Might try and build a Mysterion rune after this. Give that a go instead. We'll be on for a little while. I've got, you know, at least a couple hours to kill before I need to worry. It'd be nice if we got some more people in here though, but especially with everyone streaming at the same time, it's going to make it hard for everyone to be viewed. Don't really have any other play, and to contest Sword, you really need to put something on board as soon as you can. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have played the Illusionist there. Or Shield of Flame. That was going to be obvious.
As lightning I strike.
Mysterion Knowledge, that's fine. Played another Mysterion card, yes, so that should have been classed as Mysterion, yeah. That turn. So if I use that one, and then I can use this next turn and trade, provided they don't clear this themselves, would be nice. See what they got. Otherwise, this guy's actually a solid 2-2. I probably should have thought of playing this guy instead last turn. This is actually really good.
As lightning I strike.
I use this one,
This will be
then use this guy.
There will be no.
Missile. Deal 3 damage to enemy follower and 1 to the enemy leader. Perfect. Fortunately, I do have to kind of leave that up, which makes this next turn really risky. Especially if they have Floral Fencer. Bladed Hedgehog. Great. Double Bladed Hedgehog. Even better. Mysterion Magic Founder isn't gonna really work, I guess. I suppose, feels too bad. Because now if I trade into it, it's gonna be horrible. That thing's gonna really kick my ass. Okay. I think that's my only decent play here. I need to get this thing on board. I need to have something.
You're done for. For those who can, I'll put you to the test.
I knew that was going to happen too. Okay, I'm absolutely going to be screwed. I should have got rid of Mars when I had the opportunity. That was definitely not a bright play.
It's not enough yet. None will dishonor the seas. It's not enough yet.
Thunder.
Till I turn to ash and vanish. Unbelievable! No!
What are we going to do next? Grand Summoning gives me a shot, I guess. I mean, the ward's good. I can use that to my advantage. I can actually get rid of the Mars here, which means I'm not going to have to worry about them gaining stats anymore.
All burnt out.
Might buy me another turn so I can set up for a missile golem kind of play or something. That way I can clear some of this board away. Plus double wards is plenty.
Embrace chaos.
Okay, that's an interesting way to do it. Went for the
Will decide this.
went for that play. No evolves left though, so that makes these hard to remove. Boosted. So that trades into that. They then get 7 to face. Sorry, 8 to face. Alright, this is a bad matchup. Board's definitely strong now. Definitely gonna have to consider making it. I have got one Dark Saber, and I've also got one the Swarm card. Anyway, I've got one of each, so that's actually pretty good. I actually can't win this from here. Starseer plus Levi would clear most of it, but not enough. Mysterion is going to deal 4, which gets rid of that, I guess. And that's literally it. And I can't actually avoid dying. So... okay, these decks aren't going to work out as nicely as I would have liked them. Kind of unfortunate. I would have liked this deck to have worked.
I'm through.
Definitely gonna have to try and build a fun deck. Let's see what I can do. See what we've got to work with first. I know we've got a few alright cards. Not deck. I mean, I don't have all the cards. I really wish I did. Wish I had the money to spend to actually get all of them. That would make life so much easier. But definitely got some interesting ones. So we're going to start with these two because they're just crazy good value. I want to be able to fit any of the new Mysterion cards into the deck, honestly. So, knowledge is way too good. You got to run 3 of those. If you're running 3 of those, you may as well run them. Randomly summon 1 of the following. Don't know if that's really worthwhile yet. That's also a difficult one because you don't really need to spell boost anything, I don't think. Last President, at the end of your turn around, put 1 of the following cards into your hand. Mysterion Fly. If you've played a Mysterion card this turn, put Mysterion right from your dead. I think running 2 of 3 damage to an enemy, put a chain lightning into. Have 3 or less other. That's valid. Get it to work. Grand Summoning's got a lot of value. That's it. Is that all the new mysterious stuff? Wow, okay. For some reason I thought there was a lot more to them. Are there any golds that we could really use that I don't have? No, we've actually got all of them. That's not... Well, let's see what else is in here. Do I just run 3 of these for go? I think so. I'm gonna run... probably double Nova Flare, maybe? Maybe triple. We're seeing a lot of Portal. This could be really valuable. And also against Sword, it's quite good. So maybe running all of those is actually going to be okay. Other than that, I just need to know what spells I can run. So we can run Insight. So draw power if we need it. I'll add it just in case. Missile's way too good because of the boost. That's really, really good. Put a random runecraft follower. So that's not going to be useful because we're running basically all runecraft followers. So pulling just those isn't going to be great. Piercing rune as probably a 2 of at this point. I think that might be it for major cards. Maybe we actually run a couple of firies. They're good removal. We want to add a couple of chimeras. Because the aim's going to be to push for that late game chimera play, I think. While using a bunch of early game spells. Treasure map piqued my interest a lot. I'm actually still tempted to try it now, but don't know if it's going to have enough value to it. Other than that, you want to be able to push out as much as you can here. So, we've lost that 1-drop spell, haven't we? Yeah. We've lost the 1-drop that goes with the concentration, so you can't use that for draw power. That's not going to be useful. We're seeing a lot of different things, so maybe running a couple of mutagenics is actually going to work in our favor. Even at 6 drops, they're going to be quite good. Not running many... I don't think Oz is actually going to be legendary to have in this deck, as is. Just because Oz is going to allow us to very easily play a lot of these spells at low cost in the later game. Maybe I run triple Oz. It does act as a good draw power too, so I could play Nova Flare for 1, I can play the Piercing Rune. I can play Grand Summoning, Mutagenic. Fire Embrace can't because it's spell boost. But the other 2 is going to be quite good as well, even though they're already magic. I think that's going to be actually really good. Now I really just need something to kind of go along with. Very close to just running Bahamut, but I don't think I need. Stella seems like it might be okay, just because getting one of those could be a good advantage. Tricky. What else have we got that might be right? Fall from Grace seems like it could have the value I want, but is it going to be enough? That's my only risk. Run fully. Damage, but that's probably not going to be. This is now a Mysteria. It is an 8-drop though, which makes things really bad, honestly. Mel's just rune. Goblin Emperor, just worth a while. And Golem Assault just isn't as good, I don't think, without the Earth Siege, but I think it's still worth running. Board's going to be too good a value. Give this a shot. I can make adjustments on numbers and stuff, and depending on what we need here. I really wanted to try a Mysteria Chimera. So why not? Give it a go. We haven't done a stream for a long time, so why not do one now? Everyone else has been streaming, so why not? Especially since the game seems stable at this point. Not going to hurt for us to have a go.
you're looking for a fight. Time for me to prove myself.
Don't like the class president on Oz there. And Giant Chimera now open up. Perfect. Especially when you got 2 Golem Assaults as follow-up, especially against Forest. I mean, sure, we've still got to deal with B&B Forest. That's going to be hard, especially if it becomes popular. Double Chimera. Wow. Okay, it's actually got a lot better. Deal 3 damage to an enemy, put a lightning chain in your hand. Less than 3 cards. That's where this deck's going to fall apart, I think. Those lightning chains, because we're running Chimeras and you're mainly looking to have cards in your hand, might be difficult to... I just don't know how to feel about those at the moment. Let's see. Insight for draw. Now that that's on the board, I just don't see anything else being playing yet. Turn 4 we can drop double Golem, which will be another double boost onto the Chimeras. While also at the same time dealing with this 3-4. Then we can actually set up the Mysterion Founder for next turn. If we want it. Actually really happy with that. And now we actually have Oz, so all our spells are going to be really good value later on. Turn 5 forward. So making it to turn 9 seems to be the crucial thing, especially since Chimera also acts as board clear. Well, it's hitting face. So it's both your win con and your clear, which is nice. Really like that about that card. Okay, now we're in a little bit of trouble. Elf Twins Assault was something I should have expected. At least Founder should deal with this. We don't need to worry about our evolve points too much. And now we've got Nova Flare +1. Also, why didn't I consider Illusion? Oh, I think Illusionist might have rotated actually. That's why I didn't consider Illusionist. Because imagine Illusionist proccing this thing again. Yeah. No, does it summon or pull? I can't remember. I think it's summons actually, so it wouldn't be as good because it's a fanfare effect. Okay, Lyrials, so we're going to probably see the evolved trade here. Wow, triple Lyrial. Well, let's just say Nova Flare getting its value, right? Actually debating on whether Nova Flare is the right play. I think it is. It's going to be difficult. That's the better option. Actually, do I Oz? No, if I Oz, I lose all this if I lose Oz. And that's too big a risk to take, I think. If I do play Oz, I do get that. Might just use the guy. The trade here. Use him for the trade. If I don't get his proc off him, I can always just use the Mysterion knowledge next turn. Probably should have considered running Owl to boost these Chimeras, but that might take this guy's place if I can't get enough value off him often enough. This guy on his own doesn't actually boost anything, but he does give you damage, removal spells, and summoning spell, so those 3 things are actually quite good. So we're going to turn 7. Drop Mysterion Knowledge. You've got 3 or less in your hand, so I need to be able to play everything that I get, basically, if I wanted to use that. Get the value I want out of it. Gotta play that. I can't afford not to. Wait. Gonna take a bit of damage though, which I don't like. Totally worth it. Especially since if I want to, I can Oz next turn. We do get another spell. Oz, Circle, Spell, Chain. Chain comes back to my hand, only gets removed if Oz is removed from my hand. Sorry, from the board. Ah, why you run full? Alright, I think I need to run full from Grace now I think about it. If I can combo full of Grace with Oz, I can actually then transform my own Oz, thus not having to worry about its effect proccing on itself. That could be so good. I am in a bad spot now though, so let's see what I can do. Okay, that's probably the worst possible draw right now. That's absolutely useless, I think. Probably should have drawn first, because now I'm not going to... Great. Circle. Chain Lightning's going to hit for 5, if I'm correct. No, I should have actually played that. Now I'm in a really tight spot. All I have to do is remove this 2-2 and they win. If not, I've got an okay play, but nope, there we go. That misplay. I should have just played the Insight first, then played Oz, got the Mutagenic, transformed both. Then I could have just chose to remove them as needed, plus they wouldn't have got through the ward. Not easily anyway. Definitely could have done that better. Okay. Let's fix this up a little bit. Gold, Chrono, Fell. Or drop. Here we go. What will I drop? Very tempted to drop this, but I think I haven't gave it a good test. Might drop one of those, add 1 Fall from Grace there. And I might drop Chain Lightning for another Fall. Maybe I could drop both Chain. I'll put in something else. Two golems for that doesn't seem worthwhile. May as well just run the golem spell. Actually, I might run the golem spell to just to summon more golems, honestly. Already running triple golem assault. Let's see how this goes. All we can do is test at the moment. Not gonna probably have a decent deck video till later tomorrow afternoon, maybe a little bit after my normal time. But we have done, with this stream, will be a triple upload today. All of which have been pretty solid. I mean, one was, I think, the first video was our pack opening at half an hour. Then we had a 1 hour long story video. And now we've got this stream, which will probably be a couple hours by the time it's done at least. I mean, that's pretty solid in my opinion anyway.
I guess you're looking for a fight. Let's see you in action.
Okay, Piercing Rune, Wizard of Oz, not that great. Insight, Conjure, and Muta, that's okay. I do wish I had have drawn Chimera though, instead of Mutagenic. Then I could have taken really good advantage of this. I'm gonna play Insight. Hold the Mysterion. Perfect, Chimera. Now I can work with this really well. I was a little worried for a second. So I want to use... I'll use this to do it. The draw is going to be more important right now. Okay, Fire Embrace, yep. That draw is definitely more important. Especially since now I can use Mysterion Knowledge. Oh, actually, I might save Mysterion Knowledge. I guess I draw one of the Mysterion cards. There we go, Present. Actually, I can use that. What I get off it, I can then use. Anyway. So, at the end of your turn, really put one of the following cards into your hand, that or that, if you... Right, yep. Fortunately, yeah, she doesn't count as self, apparently, so that kind of sucks. Otherwise, she'd be really... Thinking. Don't really need to do much here. Now I got Fiery down to 4. So it's gonna actually better kill that if it does get its evolve off. which it will. Yep. Number of cards increases to 9 during your turn. Yep. Great. So it looks like Fiery Embrace is the answer to that. Don't think I've got any other option. Do get to play Knowledge again though, which I like. Can I use Circle? Yeah, I can use Circle, I guess. It keeps boosting the Chimera too. Chimera's already 11. Crazy, especially with Bolt in my hand. I wish this would transform amulets. Imagine how overpowered those flame rats would be then. Now they're gonna go for the evolve. Great. Now I probably have to mutagenic this, unfortunately. I would have preferred to have used something else. If I draw into a 1-drop though, Class President might be the better play. Nope, not the better play. Wizard of Oz, not worth it yet. I'll just take the damage here. Especially since Missile next turn will kill one of these, guaranteed. And then I'll probably just use President to clear the other, especially since they can't do anything against them. So I'm going to take a reasonable amount of damage. A little bit of a risk. Probably worth it, honestly. Sometimes just gotta take that risk. And we got my own full from Grid. So we can use that. Get rid of that. Throw out the evolve. Next turn I can Wizard of Oz, play basically whatever I want. Drop the fall onto my own follower. And use this, hopefully. Yeah, so that's going to be actually really good. And that's now great. So they actually just screwed me over. Okay. I can actually use all of these, which is amazing. Whenever you play Mysterion, do 3 damage to an enemy and summon a golem. That's not going to be worthwhile at all, I think.
I am a fiction and a falsehood.
So, and use evolve.
It won't be long now.
Trade it.
My fictions will say you want to believe.
Okay. Fall from Grace, my own wizard. Use Mysterion right to summon a golem. Then use Grand Summoning to fill the board. So I could have saved the evolve and just traded this. Oh no, that's actually hasn't got Bane. It's only got Brain, which is good. I thought it was Bane for some reason. I believe that's not Bane. That would have been so much better if it was Bane. Probably too much better, honestly. Thing's not going to be in a game. I don't really have a choice but to use it, do I? If they play another Master Mage, I'm dead. Could have tried the Oz. Didn't really want to risk it yet. So we'll go for that. They can't kill me this turn with another one. Well, they're going to kill me anyway. One if they have it. So it's not going to matter, but if they don't have it, then we're going to get a chance at winning. Which is nice. Nice to have a chance at winning.
You're done for.
Great. Now I've got to remove that. Definitely an Oz turn.
I am a fiction and a falsehood.
Awesome. Mutagenic actually answers one question I needed this turn. That. Grand Summoning. And we'll play the Knowledge just for good measure. Next turn we should be able to play the Magic Founder and deal an extra bit of damage on the Piercing Rune. And then all we need is something to survive this turn. Wait, you're kidding, right? Like Golem does. No! I didn't account for the Golem. I forgot the Golem gives you those bloody Shitty rituals. Damn it. Not that I could have really done anything, but these games have really gone to shit, I tell ya. We haven't won one for like the whole stream now. Can't get anything solid rolling. I don't know. We'll go back to Portal for a little bit. Can't get anything solid to really stick to my game right now. Always, like I said, it's always the way when I start to stream. Always fail once I start streaming. Alrighty.
I bring unto you serenity.
Let's see what's next.
Bow before Dark Dragoon, ruler of the skies.
Got Magister Lion and two. The Lion's good, the Icarus is okay. I would have liked to have got something else to go with it though. It's gonna be hard to play this from here. Especially against Dragon, wow. We're having to get the only matchup that's really, really bad against me. Anything else I would have been fine with, but this is gonna be difficult. And that actually I'm kind of up for it. I might duplicate these Icarus though now. I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit more, and I'm thinking the Icarus duplication might be slightly better than the Magical duplication. I have the option. And of course, Dragon's still ramping like a pain in the ass. Stopping me from actually being able to do anything crazy. What we'll do is we'll throw the Lion out, put those in the deck, because I really want those analyzing artifacts in there. Especially if I can draw one next turn to use trade material if I need it. Okay, so we use that, that's interesting. Must have a pretty good hand. Waste that like that. Perfect, we got Accelerating.
You might say I'm a genius.
So now we put those in the deck.
I'm a genius.
Double Ancients. All I need now is to be able to play next turn well. Civil, Force. Okay. Dragon is a real problem for this deck. It really is. X not worthwhile playing yet.
Can you keep me company?
But we're gonna flood the board a little bit.
Awaken.
I mean, they could clear this next turn if they got the right card. Which they probably will have.
Happy. Leave my sight.
But if they spend their whole time clearing this, I get a free turn to play X because we're going to be out of resonance next turn thanks to this 1/1. Yep, there we go. So they spend basically the whole turn clearing it. That's pretty much ideal for me right now. Do need to get my draw power though. So if I can draw into my artifacts, that's what I'm going to need to do. Start by using the Fervent Mechana. But I don't know if it's going to be enough. And I hate Sarkwill. Fuck. Dragon makes this match so difficult. And they have Baha. So now we know they have Baha. We're going to have to play around it. I can't afford to use Acceleratium like willy-nilly basically. Do I really have any other option here? Not really. Great. Next turn is turn 9. I'm going to have to bait this. Gonna have to bait this out as much as I can.
You might say I'm a genius.
Going to go into resonance next turn, which is fine. Should be able to use most of the stuff I've got here, play them out. Even with a Baha, we should be able to clear it with enough trading. Should be fine. Can trade the double ancients, hopefully draw into another one. Use that as a trade material. Maybe even use the Spinaria instead. Don't tell me they have OTK. Come on. That's OTK, I'm terrified. Oh no, Chronos. Okay. Now I'm really interested. They keep Baha as well? Because that sounds really risky. Like, why would you... I don't understand why you do that. Suppose so you can draw next turn without the Dread Sea risk. Me, that just seemed really dangerous. Unless... Man. So, drop another Deserx. That would kind of be pointless though. Denaria's got some decent play here, just so they can actually remove these really well. I am going to get Bahad though. Luckily Resonance is going to fill my hand back up. Basically for free. I'm completely fine with. And if they play Baha, they're going to draw a shit ton in the next two. Alright, we'll load this up. And we'll get to stay in Resonance for now. Forgot about the extra draw. Whoops, we drew too many. That 4-drop made me draw way too many. We're going to burn a couple cards by the looks of it. But now I've just got to remember to be careful of their own draw. Okay. That's actually okay. They must have got rid of their Baha, unless they kept it. I think would be odd. Wow, we just burned our own Baha. That's actually really bad. Okay, I'm in a bit of trouble now. It's gonna be amazing to get it to go off. And that is. Trading.
Still room for improvement.
We in Resonance? Don't think we are. That's right. All I need to do is stay out of Resonance. Which, if I'm out of Resonance and I put a card in my deck, I'll be in Resonance, which is really dangerous. So I can't actually play that yet. Otherwise, I lose everything I've got here, which I actually need quite badly. I have to just end. Huge risk, burning more cards. But we did pull our second Baha, which is actually really good. Now I can actually take advantage of this. Okay. Okay, they made that 0 cost instead of Baha. Guess Dread Queen is what they're aiming to use then. Play another Baha. Yeah. OTK combo, Baha Dread Scene, tilting at windmills. That's not even fair. Mind you, the amount of setup makes it a little difficult, but Jesus Christ. Oh no, tilting gets cleared, doesn't it? Oh wow. That actually become a lot better than I thought it would. That actually goes to 7. I cannot boost it because it doesn't actually gain evolve stats, basically making it worthless here. Resonance is going to be insanely difficult just because I can't actually do anything with it. I can play an Analyzing Artifact, which will draw me another card and put me out of Resonance, which is going to be good. But I am going to draw 13 off my next end turn because of Bahamut. I can't actually remove my own Bahamut, putting me very close to being dead. Wow. That's not good. Don't think that counts as destroying them, but... And of course, they have Dragoon Scyther. So my answer would be a Radiant, if I had one. Because I am dead if I have any kind of draw next turn, at all. Any draw and I'm dead. So if I play that, I will literally die. Play this and try and draw an artifact, I guess. I don't have any in my deck. Okay, that's not good. Maybe I should have used Icarus first, because now if I play Icarus, I'm going to be at risk of dying. Oh no, Icarus will fill my deck back up, so that's actually okay. I was thinking for a second, I'm like, no. That's fine. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'll put this back in my deck. Out of resonance. Where I want to be. Play this out. Then use it to trade because I don't want to really draw 3 this turn. Then draw. Good, okay. Whew. Not dead yet. Very close, but not quite. Isra, though, is probably going to close this out for me. Damn it. Yep. 10 plus that. Yep, that's 12. Damn it. I worked so hard to stay out of dying range by making my resonance perfect. Only to be killed by the tilting Israfil. Dragon really is the worst matchup for this deck by far, just because we don't have anything that can compete with their aggressive Storm. If we could compete with that, this would be overpowered as hell. Alrighty. We have literally lost every single game. Don't know what I'm meant to do now. Really need a new deck. Okay. Blood came out with some interesting stuff. I know that. I'm just not sure how I want to build this blood deck. Plus, I know I don't have everything, so that's going to make my life even more difficult. Especially if I wanted to go aggressive like I normally do with blood, since they lost so many good cards. So let's check out what Cronus brought us first. Grassfed Demon, Enhance 5, Game plus 3, deal 2 damage to Leader Vengeance, not active for you. Deal 2 defense if your Leader Vengeance is active for you, so that's anti-vengeance. Savage Wolves, guaranteed. Asago, destroy an allied item. Can't use that unless I create more. Called more abysses, they're not really useful. Whenever an allied follower evolves. Wait, actually. That's the last word effective. I could use. I'm gonna use that. That actually could have some really good utility to it. Follower effect when its follower takes. Whenever your leader takes damage. Sorry, regain 1 play. Also good because that's at the end of turn. Unless I have another way to deal damage to myself. Right, if and just active. So they're good. Like those quite a lot. I'm probably gonna craft 2 more of these anyway. I do want to play around with this card a little bit. Might need to craft another Nyukt. I need at least 2 of those, I think. If not, who cares? I can get vials later on. Not really that. It's a little annoying. Not the biggest deal. Look for one of these. I've actually got the enemy. Not liking many of these other ones. Fanfare do 1 damage to all enemy followers. Not liking that. The Terror Demon with this follower. Actually, Grasp, that's actually really good because I can actually use that to deal damage to myself, which will recover. Deal 2 damage. Yeah. Leader of Vengeance. Yep, okay, cool. I can take advantage of that card, honestly. What else have we actually got here that I can use that's good? That will be really good. Ram. Healing up again. Spiderweb Imps. Furious, of course. So most of your early game is now going to be 2-drops. You probably want to run a couple of Bahamut's. Full, I guess. I was going to consider, actually, a Bahamut. Can run triple Razory. Still really aggressive. My draw power, maybe I run a couple of blood packs. Then I love this card because it does do the drain effect. Cover 2 play points, which is. But do I really have anything to use it on? I guess dealing 4 damage to a follower, I could use it on my own Nuck, then proc it. That could be quite good. I'm scared of the mask, like running mask, but I think I need to run Link Chains as at least a 3 of, otherwise I'm probably going to be dead, and I still need to put 3 Karabos in this deck. Now I'm starting to feel like maybe this is going to work out just because I don't have the right set of cards. Like Scarlet should be something I have in this deck, but I don't. And I'm not liking that. At the end of your turn, do 1 damage to both leaders. Vengeance is not active for you. I don't mind that card. I don't remember seeing it. I don't know why. I never went for it. Fully allied, deal 2 damage to your leader. Vengeance is not active for you. Gameplay. Dude, that's actually. How can I slot that in? Yeah, no, actually. I really don't want that being ran in this. Really. Wardrobe seems okay, but not. Venomous bite isn't. Okay. I actually touched myself board. 2 and 3. My 2-drop slot is actually 2. Drop some of the cards. I know 2-drops are meant to be basically the new aggression for this deck, but thinking maybe only 2 rams. Maybe I drop down to 2 snarling chains. 2 scorpion. Just run 2 of most of these instead of running 3. Try and get the number down to closer to 15. I really feel like I need those blood packs for draw power because I don't really have any draw power other than Kara. But if I get to Kara, I don't. So, probably gonna be the best way to do it. I really need a 4-drop slot. Really good. Blood Moon is Vengeance activation. I don't feel that's gonna be useful. Dark General is super aggressive and probably gonna be the best one I can run for a 4-drop slot. Would have liked to have got the new Dark Generals. You know, luck isn't on my side. I'm not looking to run Belf because I don't really need the Vengeance activation. I would love to run Devil's Blade, but I don't feel like I can get the value out of it at a 4-drop range. Run something else and get better value. Whenever a leader takes damage, do 1, subtract 1 from the card, last word of the party next. Only if you want any highest cost follows from your hand. Not worth it. What else? Bane and Ward. Here we go. Fanfare. Give LOL blows resistance to target enemy spells and effects. Don't mind that. Very tempting. Only because if I already have a board, I can stop it. Targeted enemy effects though, isn't it? That's not about it. I actually think there's 0 1-drops now. Literally just fangs. Backs unless you're going to the nuke. I don't believe there's many 1-drop neutrals that are going to be half decent. Treasure map is definitely something I would consider. Phoenix Roost could be absolutely crazy interesting. Goblins don't seem like they would be good enough in this kind of meta. I'm actually going to run a couple of these treasure maps just to see how they perform. Everything else I'm comfortable with. I would like to have a better number set up, but who knows. Could work. Gotta try. So I wasn't a fan of Terror Demon. But, who knows? We'll see how we go here. I haven't turned off the bait thing. I really need to have different backgrounds. For some reason I've left it on for ages and never bothered turned off again. Actually, I don't mind this hand. I'm not running any 1-drops outside of Goblin. There's no real need to mulligan for them. Just nice when you do have them in your opener. Otherwise, you may as well just aim for your decent 2-drops, which is what I've got here. A couple of decent 2-drops. Resonance. Nothing played, nothing gained. Really iffy about this card, just because it does cost me my evolve. And since most of these effects are either fanfare or not, built. That's good because now I can play Daring Succubus. I can play that next turn, have it survive. I can play Snarling Chains and Disagreeable on turn 4. I'd be really happy with. And knowing that what Portal does, I don't think they're going to be able to deal with this unless they use Dimensional Cut. Even on Succubus, it's not going to be enough Dimensional Cut, so.
Let's go somewhere. Just
Interesting.
The two of us.
A drawing a 1-drop though. Demonic Ram plus. Would like to see the Portal player play something though. Especially if I can kill it with snarling chains. Ooh, puppets. Interesting. Got that deals damage. Whoops. Can't use that and Ram, but I can play that and then play Ram.
I'm not doing this for you.
That's actually fine. Going aggressive. Hyper aggressive.
Come on. Is this out of compute or what?
Ram's just good because it does create a target for your opponent and also can heal you. Plus it fits into the nice 4-slot turn when you're comboing off after you've played a Lilith. So I'm actually really happy with how Ram plays. Especially if Snarling Chains can activate it again. Oh, okay. She's targeting that one. Interesting. Not how I would have done it, but... Oh no, she's going to hit that. I guess so I can't trade that way? Not that I'm really worried, but... I mean... Really only have 2 puppets. Oh, he's going to trade my Ram. Not my Ram! Poor little Rammy boy. Got smashed in the face. Rude. Alright. Go aggressive. Also goes to 5, which is actually half decent. So even if they play another one of those neutral traders, they have to actually evolve it and then trade it in completely. Basically worthless here. Unless they just decide to trade into the Urius, but then they take too much damage if they risk that. I've got Kara next turn. Put a puppet in your hand. +1 or more. Okay, cool. Urius is actually really good. Alright, they're going to use that to trade. If they are, I'm going to be really happy. Because now they're on a huge clock. Absolutely huge clock. Can't get rid of that easily. Throwing that Savage Wolf. Mwah. Perfect. I actually get a feeling like this kind of blood deck with a little bit of fine tuning could be really effective. Still got a lot of the aggressive elements, but now it's got a little bit of versatility to it too, which I like. And you don't have to rely on your vengeance activators. So Savage Wolf is 3, Dark General is 4. If we did manage to get to Vengeance, I could actually combo off for 6 damage on those 2 alone without an evolve point, which is really good. And now we're going to ping a bit of damage. Why would you play all 3 of those? That just seems like an insane risk to take. Clearly. Clearly a bad risk. So, Vania dead. Vania won. That's actually really good. I'm so lucky Vania actually won a game for once. Otherwise this whole stream would be worthless. Got a long couple days ahead, I think. Still need to check when the Shadowverse tournament actually starts for me due to the time zonings, because I plan on being around for that to help out. If you guys haven't signed up for the release event, I recommend you do, because that's going to be a pretty entertaining time to both watch and be around.
Time to get started.
Otherwise, let's just see how we can go with this blood deck for a bit. So, Blood Drinker's brand I don't think is good in this situation. And, sorry, I'm not running goblins. Am I running goblins? I don't remember whether I ended up putting goblins in. I don't think I did. I think I just put the treasure maps. Oh, anyway. If I didn't put goblins in this deck, these treasure maps are fine. That's a 1-drop. Because they're good basically any time of the game. And if I manage to draw into Phoenix Roost, can you just imagine how crazy, like, plays that could come off that? Forest of Dreams. At the end of the turn, select a random enemy, follow it, can't attack. Actually, that's okay. Blocking attack, that's fine. I might be able to use that. Really want to throw the spiderweb because it can't be banished. Plus, dealing a couple damage to myself here is going to be fine. Okay, White Tiger can't be targeted by Snarling Chains, meaning I should probably use Snarling Wolf just to clear this out. Savage Wolf, sorry. Back face. Hopefully you guys like my new overlay too. I know this won't look as great on YouTube because I usually use a full screen kind of thing, but I think I like this overlay for streaming, so hopefully you guys can enjoy it as well. Not doing so well. Let's see. Still play Discreetable even if I play this treasure map. Really? Double Forest of Dreams? Like, I mean, great, we can block out a little bit of damage, but man, come on. Give me something. I feel like that one's animated because we got off the animated treasure map. Treasure map's a fun random card, but I think all the cards offered are actually half decent. I was a little bit worried of that. Damn it, I should have thought, you know, Baldy or that Banish were going to be bad. Can't really deal with that. Need to buy at least another turn. Might just play Scorpion instead. I mean, this card's gonna block out the attacks, so that's fine. Can't really do anything with Snow White if you can't attack with it. It's actually completely okay. Don't know what else they're gonna be able to do though. Okay, so they can't attack me. Get rid of their thing. Play the Kara. Can't attack because that will block them again. That's a huge dangerous risk and I hate it, but it's fine. 50-50. Let's see what my luck's like. Come on. What's my luck? And what's gonna happen? So wait till the next turn. There we go. Next turn. 50-50. Yes, hit the 1-1. Perfect shot. Exactly what I wanted. Still can't put myself in Vengeance, but that's fine. Don't wonder whether these Dark Generals are the better option. Ah, of course. They have another Tribunal. Now we can get rid of that with Snarling Chains. I'm fine with that. Actually, I really want to play my own Nut. I want to get that damage in, but I think we're going to hold off and... I'm going to play Ram. I'm going to use the Snarling Chains, get rid of that. Set up Forest, block off the again. Alrighty. Plus, now we have Succubus. Perfect. Succubus Lilith. If I use that with the Razor Claw, I go up by another 1, putting me back to another 2. Should have enough to use. Really hoping they don't get what they need to get rid of this. And of course, March Hare's Tea Time. Probably the most ideal card in this situation. At least in my opinion. Because they're going to get to deal with my 2-2 very effectively. I love Ram, he's so cute. Can't lock this board down. Can play this, about my only decent play. May as well throw the Evolve on it. Get rid of this Snow White maybe? If I 50-50 it though, they can't actually clear this. Can they? Unless they trade. But if I don't get rid of the Snow White, I risk taking 5 damage to the face. That would be really bad. So, meh. If they get rid of this though, they do take damage in the start of the next turn. And now I'm in trouble! Big bad Heavenly Aegis. How the hell do I deal with you? Go away! What are you doing? Terrifying, I guess, more like. Para is effective, but not super effective, which means I'm in trouble. Huge trouble. Savage Wolf plus Basiger gives me 6 damage. Still nowhere near enough, of course. I need to get rid of that 5-4 in an effective way. Take advantage, get 4 damage off the Savage Wolf, set up next turn, and just hope to God that I can deal enough damage. Let's see.
Hey, check this out. This will only hurt for ourselves.
Oh, I didn't count for Damn it. Well, not what I wanted, but I forgot to account for the fact that that doesn't gain full evolve stats. Completely forgot about that. I mean, they're going to take one, they're going to take another one. If some miracle I manage to win, which isn't going to happen because that's lethal. But yep, blood's definitely not what it used to be, especially against Haven. There goes all my points again. But I know I'll be playing a lot tonight, but being ridiculous, I think. If I lose this game, I'm probably going to end the stream for tonight. No one's really shown up, which is kind of disappointing. I was hoping at least a few of the people who enjoy my stuff would show up. But I guess time zonings and stuff like that makes it a little difficult. But other than that, it will go up on YouTube, so people can obviously view it there, which is great. And this wasn't a great stream to begin with. I think, you know, I've won one, maybe 2 games at the very most. And I really need to probably dig around, look for some decent decks and fine-tune stuff. Plus, it's getting, you know, it's like 9:30 nearly for me. So it is getting on a little bit in the day. A little. Urius is good here. Knowing how Portal functions now for the most part, whether it's puppets, whether it's artifacts, they're going to have to play stuff out. Otherwise, they're going to have to use Dimensional Cut, which isn't a great thing to target Urius with when you know there's going to be better targets to hit. And now I've got a huge play next. I can drop Spiderweb Imp and I can drop Savage Wolf, which is going to be awesome. Like, PB Regeneration, I think, is almost better than PB Gain in some cases, just because you can drop decent small cards together, especially in things like Portal, where you can take advantage of it, really abuse it. Damn, that's actually made this a lot worse. Brazery Claw plus oh no, Snarling Chains plus Savage Wolf is fine now. That's the kind of aggressive hand I want. Now I just need to make it more consistent. Maybe drop Vasco. The next turn it's actually going to be okay, I guess. Oh, actually no, it's not. It's not going to be great at all. What do you got? Spell? Okay, what are you using that with? Nothing? That'd be weird. Some people, I swear. Spiderweb Imp. That's okay. Still got that. Might save that at the moment. In case I need to get past a ward next turn or something, but it looks like they concede anyway. Cool. Well, that worked out. When we actually get a good hand. The deck works with a good hand. That's one positive thing to look at, I guess. I also think that finishes that top mission, so now I've only got Sword and Rune, which really sucks, so I don't have either of those decks built. Not decently anyway, the Rune decks were shocking. Needs to be completely retuned. What were the prizes for this month anyway? Holy Angel Atlanta, okay, that's actually pretty cool. And Vengeful Puppeteer, not bad. I don't mind either of those. And we're going to take 2 tickets. So I should have actually a good amount of those. Wonder when the new tournament thing's coming in too. That shouldn't be too far, I don't reckon. They also were postponing the chest event, but I hope they bring that back very quickly because I really want to start farming that. I might actually start doing some farming streams of either my nighttime or my afternoon. I haven't really decided when I want to do them yet, but I'm going to try and fit them into a schedule because I'm going to be flat out with everything that's going on right now. Alrighty. Let's see. I'm going to throw together a quick sword deck. It's not going to be great because I don't have multiples of the legendaries and I'm not crafting them because sword just isn't my playstyle right now. If sword does become really overpowered, I definitely will craft them up, but At this point, I don't really feel the need to, so I'm not going to. Triple Perseus is way too good. I don't feel like Accolade is that great. I mean, most of this is just going to be a basic sword stuff. You don't really need anything else. These also have Rush, which is pretty good. That needs a neutral, doesn't it? Random flow for neutral. What neutrals am I going to be running? I actually think. You need removal, so Shield of Flame's actually. I don't think armor's that great. Point. Need more 2-drops to allow followers though, don't I? I want to take advantage of them. We are going to run all of these, I think. We'll run 2 of those just because they are a solid one. Would it be better just to run the Kanoi? Might be better just to run the Kanoi. All up. Still 1 defense to this. We're running a solid 12 2-drops. Happy with that actually. Especially when 9 of them are actually really. Triple Juliet because of Storm. Assassins do I considered running. Thought there was meant to be a better card than Floral Fencer now. They come out with Genesis. Was it this one? No. I just thought there was a better one that came out. Maybe I was wrong. I can't think of what card that was then. Or was it it might have been neutral. No. Really sure. I think it was neutral. Otherwise, why wouldn't everyone run? It'd be too good. Weird. Anyway, we'll probably just run Floral instead. That's fine. Now, where's that other one? This card. Lancer of Tempest. Rush. Fanfest 7. Whenever this. Yeah, we're going to run a couple of those. Yep, we'll run just a couple. Sword AoE for the win. Triple Floral Fencer. What else? Oh no, it was this one, wasn't it? Double Heavy Knights. Yeah. Full 1 defense to your leader. Would you run both? You would run both, would you? I can't see why you'd want to run Floral Fencer over this. Like, I know Floral Fencer's a officer on its own, but you're not really running officer boosts. Why worry about it? Why wouldn't you run the Frontline Cavalier? I mean, like I said, you could definitely run both, I guess. I'll give that a go, but I don't see that being as valuable. A couple Luminous, they're always quite. So what you want to do is use Arthur and Wolf. I'm going to run a couple Wilfred because I know they are powerful. Very tempted to run Sage Commander, but I may as well just run the neutral card instead. Mainly because Sage Commander just isn't as good, I think. Gonna get a better boost off the neutral and support anyway. Maybe I run a couple of round tables. And I'll run that. Okay, so Unsheath Blade. Put a Swordcraft follower from your hand into play, give it Rush and return it to your hand. Doesn't seem. Maybe I should try and fit another couple of 2-drops in before I put in that neutral card. Honestly, just doesn't seem to be any good 2-drop cards that I like here. I mean, this thing's okay, but at the end of your turn, restore 1 defense follower. It's okay, I guess. Whenever you play a card using that, but maybe I just put in. Maybe I just put a couple of those neutrals. They will work. I just don't know if I want them. Chrono neutral. Happy Pig was good because of healing, wasn't it? Maybe it's not fast. But I'm gonna run a couple of these. Gonna be a lot of testing going on, definitely. Not sure how it's gonna run at all. Honestly, the sword deck, especially since I don't have triple of the legendaries each. If I had, I probably would have ran triple of them instead, or at least double Melissa, triple Arthur. Alrighty, on the ball. Let's go.
You must die.
Activate. Enhance. Fire.
Don't mind the sound too much actually. Shield of Flame is nice, and the Bladed Hedgehog's good. Perseus is even better though, to have as a 1-drop at least. Much prefer that. And so Perseus into Bladed Hedgehog into Shield of Flame. Okay, and they're just throwing stuff in the deck, so they give you time to set up pretty much. Princess Juliet, awesome. Plus we also got the round table, which is another 2 Juliets if we need them. I don't believe we're running any more 3-drop commanders. We can guarantee the Juliet draws. Do I just use Shield of Flame here? Probably. I mean, it is going to boost the Hedgehog. Which is always good. I mean, aggro against Portal is going to be always really good, I think. Also, the Dragon's going to be a tough matchup. Yeah. So Sword and Dragon are probably going to be really difficult to deal with as a Portal player. I can definitely see that being a problem for Portal as a whole. Unless Portal can find some other way to deal with Sword effectively, but that was a pretty quick game. Definitely need to get some more legends and work out my crafting strategy a little better. See what I don't need and what I do need and what I actually want to play with. I would have, like I said, loved to have got every single card, but I think that would have cost about $300 to be able to get every single one, and that's in US, so Australian conversion rates put it at nearly 400. Get every single card from this set. Maybe one day, when we're lucky, we'll be able to get all those, but who knows?
Come on.
Table. Maybe Round Table isn't the best card to put in this deck. At least Perseus. Shadow. I don't think I've actually... I think, no, I fought 1 Shadow. Maybe 2 Shadows so far. Total. I don't know whether they're going to be aggressive enough. Perfect. That's going to actually come in handy if I want to use it next turn to be aggressive. Or I just hold off and use it on 6 and get a full board stack gain plus a 1 stack gain, because they all work in conjunction with each other. Really cool. I'll just use it. Screw it. Got Wilfred, that's a fine boost. We now got Frontline Cavalier, which is going to be good on 4 or 5 by the time I actually play it. So I could have actually saved it and then used it with that. But I think it's going to be more difficult. Especially with Belenus on board, I really need to get rid of stuff. Oh, they didn't get rid of this. Interesting. Not how I would have handled that. Okay. I'm going to play the Floral here. Why not? I got the front line, may as well play that. I might just drop the Round Table next turn and just ram 6 to face. They don't do anything else. They're not playing a ward or getting rid of all of these really effectively. I don't see why I don't just ram face with 6 damage. And if I need to next time, set up front line. Why not? Alright, Ceres of the Night. Of course, this deck is nowhere near optimized. I mean, I just threw together whatever I thought was decent, but if this is going to do well, I guess aggro always does pick off unrefined decks, so start of a meta is always a good time to just use anything aggressive. Alright, so they're going to gain 2 back, so I guess the front line is going to be the better play here. Not the best, but definitely the better play, I think. Still feel like this is better than Floral slightly. Mainly because you've got that little bit of healing with it, plus the 1-2s are harder to remove than a 2-2 and a 1-2. Not a 1-2, 1-1, sorry. I think the 1-2s are going to be better. Plus, you can easily buff these. Your next turn is turn 6. If I drop round table, plus what I got on board, I put them 6. Not good, I mean, it's going to be hard. I could draw into my Arthur, I could maybe flood the board a little. Of course, they're going to have 2 now, so they're probably going to use an Evolve. Making my life just that little more difficult. I suppose they don't want me to do too much damage to them, but too bad, we're just going to flood. That on turn 7 is going to be nice too. Wow, okay. Game bane to the end of turn, this floor can't be damaged to the end. That's actually really good to use against Bahamut as well. I didn't even think of that one. Maybe I should have actually... No, I think Juliet's fine. I was going to boost the 1-2. So, Lancer of Tempest. Deals 2 damage to all enemy followers. Gonna work really well against Shadow. Especially since we're going into turn 7. Oh, White Swan, that's gonna hurt. Although, they do have to use that as a trade, so maybe that won't be so bad. Because Lancer of Tempest is gonna work. Oh, no way. Oh no, that's right, because they get the clear. I was gonna say, no way they would leave all that. Whoops. I don't know why that wasn't, like, Clash instead. Clash deal damage to everyone. Weird. Guess they didn't want to try and add Clash to the Fanfare Enhance. Whenever this follower... Yeah, because whenever it... Nice, okay. So it's whenever it attacks. They don't want Clash because they don't want it to hit everything. I get that. Okay. That makes sense. Demon Eater. Makes perfect sense. Why wouldn't you play Demon Eater? They also have the Evolve on me, which is going to make things hard. Shadow's so sticky. I really need to build a sticky Shadow deck too. I honestly just need 1 win though. This is fine. I like that Sword has little AoE in this card. It is like 7-drop, but that's pretty solid. There's a commander though, so Wilfred's not going to work on it. I need to start thinking that through a little bit. Now I'm out of those. That wasn't the best time to use it. But Shadow is very sticky, so it's going to do the same sort of thing no matter what I did. Just use this. Rid of one of them. Probably. It's going to make his Ektar just that much worse. Well, it's not going to be that much worse, but a little worse. Clutching. And another Demon Eater! Okay. Shadow pulling out every decent card they could nearly have. The only better play probably would have been an Ektar play. Ektar would have been a real problem to deal with. Alrighty. You've got Captain Wilfred, Round Table. A lot of offense. Round Table's pretty. Honestly, they're gonna kill me. But we're not going out without a fight. We're gonna try. I only want to finish this mission and wrap things up, I think. So. Aha, you don't get to beat me. I am the king, sir. Alright. I'm a little unhappy that we haven't beat this yet. Happy we managed to win any games, honestly, but really I'm going to have to do my research tonight, find out as much as I can for tomorrow, get some videos out for you guys, hopefully have some stuff set up in advance, start work on some other project sort of stuff so that we have stuff going more regularly this month. Hoping to be able to add some prizing to the C tournament event, which anyone can enter. We will be looking into hosting another one of those in January. We're looking at maybe the 3rd week of January. We're just not sure yet. It is a little bit away, which isn't always the best thing, but that's mainly because we've got Aya's tournament taking up one weekend, well, one day on a weekend, which makes things a little more tricky because I don't really want to have them be back-to-back days, just in case some North Americans do want to play in them, and I don't really want to miss out on that opportunity too much, so who knows.
The legend begins.
But guys, do keep in mind I do stream if you're watching this on YouTube, so make sure to come and check that out if you are watching this back. My streaming schedule isn't that good, but if you either check Twitter, you've joined my Discord, or you're just following the channel in general and have notifications turned on for Twitch, you will know when I'm streaming. I don't usually like to post to YouTube when I'm streaming, just because it's a pain in the ass to have to upload a whole video just to say, hey, I'm streaming, and do all that fun stuff, so kind of sad they got rid of that. At least I can play this 2-1 basically for nothing. What do they got next? Blood on 3 PP. Curious. Okay, that's fine. I'll get rid of that with Shield Flame. I can't evolve till next turn anyway. Could have also used Lancer actually. That's better to save. So it's just going to come down to what kind of hand you get, I think. Also, we have Holy Angel, which use that. Yeah, I could actually, because it's going to trade, isn't it? Ooh. Do I use Holy Angel and just evolve and get rid of this 6-3? Do I throw the Floral Fencer and just trade it? I just use this. Screw it. Means this thing gets to stay at full health and deal with the 6-3. I was worried this card was going to be really good, and I still think it is really good. I just don't know if it's quite as good as I was hoping it would be. And I'm really sad that my Portal deck just started failing on me really bad. I don't know whether it was just me streaming playing, or whether people are just caught on to some of the Portal tricks that I was using before a little better. Plus, I've run into some really bad matchups, so that didn't help. Alright, Bel's going for its trade by the looks of it. I'm really happy with that. I can deal heaps of damage using Round Table next turn. If they don't trade here, they're dead, so you really want to take that. Okay. That's fine. What do you got next, Blood? Show me all your tricks of the trade. Plus, ooh, Luminous Mage next turn. We will evolve that one. I was trying to think, how do I want to handle the evolve? Princess? Yeah, Princess. I mean, next turn, if we need Lance, we've got it. Floral isn't going to be useful, but Luminous Mage is, thanks to the evolve effects. Provided, even if this Juliet's 6th round, I win. Percy's 6th round, it's going to be very close. I have not much left I can actually draw, I don't think. I could draw Albert. I mean, I haven't drawn Albert in any of my sword games so far, so that would be nice. Especially considering everyone else top decks Albert, you know, life. Anyway, Spiderweb Imp comes down. A couple of Spiderweb Imps. That's going to be a pain. And a Mask of Death. Wow, dude. What are you running? You have nothing else? Oh. Okay. Fortunately, I can't get rid of these effectively. At least not as effectively as I'd like. So it looks like we're going to go for the unoptimal plays. Phantom Evolve. Ta-da. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Deal 1 to face, which actually just takes 1 off the countdown for Mask. Mask goes down to 3 in the next turn. I end up dealing with Mask with whatever I've got next, and we deal with the face, provided they don't clear board, which could be possible here. Depends on what Blood's got left for board clears too. Emeralda's crazy good. We are going to be able to deal, though, 3 damage to them. I think, like, to get rid of the Mask, we're going to be able to get at least 2 damage through to their face. Maybe do a little bit better if we're lucky. If we draw Albert, we win. That's straight up. Straight up Albert win, but Oh no, there we go. Captain Wolf. That'll do it.
May the White Wings save you.
That'll do it. I was like, I know Albert would straight up win. Captain Wilfred though, yeah. Wilfred does it. I could also do it with the neutral card, I guess. That would have worked as well, quite nicely. Would have been happy with that.
The pleasure was all mine.
Okay, so we're at least 200 points up. That's better than being at 0 where we started. So I am happy that that's where we've finished off now. Of course, I will be playing a fair bit tomorrow, so no doubt that can go up or down fairly quickly. We do get that 30 there as well. So we will open a card pack to end this stream off. I usually open card packs all month using my gold. And then as soon as this month's over, I usually won't open any more packs unless it's every casual here or there, or it's free packs. So everything I usually get for my next 3 months is in the first month of Shadowverse. And of course I pull absolute garbage because I have all of the bronze and silver cards in Chronogenesis. I'm only missing golds and legends, which kind of key. I also haven't put leader, which disappoints me. I would have loved to have got Dark General or even Albert. Cerberus I really like as well. I'm not a fan of the like censorship on the Spance for her leader art. Would have preferred they used the dress art, honestly, but it's fine. I can deal with it. Not the biggest deal. Also, they changed this card pack to classic card pack. That really got me. It used to say standard, now it says classic, and that's just like, oh, why would you do that? Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. As always, you can check all my stuff on YouTube. You can come and check out the stream when I am live. Make sure to hit up my Twitter, my Discord, notifications. You can check out the Shadowverse Discord. I post in a lot of places when I am streaming, just normally not on YouTube. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you enjoyed the first day of Chronogenesis, I mean, we've only had about half a day so far, but it's been great. I'll be back on tomorrow. Not sure if I'll be streaming or not, but just keep an eye out for if I am. I should probably give it a go overnight, but we'll just have to wait and see. Otherwise, that's going to be it. So, no one really showed up. Bit disappointed. Enjoyed my time, though. I'll catch you next time. See ya.